my rude boy, okay, so now that all the people who realize they don't want to be here are gone, hi guys. I received an email the other day from a subscriber that made me realize, ooh, we need to chat. Just a quick reminder, if you didn't know, I do have an email address for my subscribers to email me to. Email me anything. It is a welcome void for rants, memes, questions. Tell me about your day. I literally don't care. I can respond, I cannot respond, whatever you need me to do. Hi friends. It's been a while, and kind of for good reasons. Reasons that you'll know in the future, but not right now. Last time we chatted, I did stand up for 100 people. And I'm happy to report that ever since then, I have been doing stand-up shows pretty much every single weekend. Since then. Some weekends I'm doing 2 shows. Yeah. So things have escalated pretty quickly. But it's kind of fun. You guys you're like coming on this stand-up journey with me. It's been a ride. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. So that's really exciting. Long story short, put yourself out there. You never know what might happen. We haven't chatted in a while. I am school. Wow. It's thesis time. Yeah, it's thesis time. So I have been very busy crying on my carpet. That has been taking up a lot of my schedule. My thesis is quite a journey, and the next term I'm doing my capstone project, which is like the art project. Right. And the art project, I have really big ambitions for it. And so if I tell you about it, and I don't end up reaching those ambitions, then I've let myself down big time. So I'm not going to really tell you about it, but just know you will be involved. The plan is for you to be involved. I can tell you, because I've been working on it this term, I am making music. I'm making more music. Yes. Yay. It's been very exciting, which is crazy because almost exactly a year ago is when I had a mental breakdown in my car and wrote Late Night Drives and then was like, screw it. Guess I'm becoming a music producer. So yeah, I'm currently working on like three different songs. They all kind of work together and they're kind of tied to this narrative for the capstone project. It's a whole thing. For everybody who has been interrogating me over the last year, Jasmine, oh my god, Jasmine, are you gonna make another song? Oh my god, are you gonna make another song? When are you coming out with another song? Oh my god, it's coming. Be patient. You might hate it. Don't get your hopes up. I like it, and that's good enough. See, I'm not writing a thesis, I'm not writing a research paper, because I was like, I'm an art major. I know how to write a paper. We've established that. I am not a STEM major. I do not need to turn in a report for a scientific journal, okay? My best friend Allison, who is living her STEM dreams in Arizona and is doing big things in a research field, she needs to submit research. I'm literally painting squares and rhinestoning shoeboxes. I'm not submitting shit. So I convinced my professors to let me not write a thesis and instead write a screenplay. So really girl bossed my way into that situation. But yeah, I basically held the gun to their head and was like, I swear to God, let me do this. And they did. Because I'm a woman. You know what they say, women are always right. Again, I want to tell you more about it, but I'm the OCD is giving me a hard time. I want to tell everybody all about it, but way inside here, there's a little snail telling me if I tell you it won't happen. Anyways, you don't really care about that. All you need to know is basically, Kim Kardashian told me to get my fucking ass up and work, and I listened to her. I got my fucking ass up, and I've been working. But Kim, honey, I haven't stopped working, and this is becoming an issue. My plan for school has been super sustainable method for me. It's just grind until I am ground. To just keep pushing for 10 weeks. Don't stop at all. And then completely break down, stop functioning as a human being for a week. And then do it again for another 10 weeks. So that's a really great way to approach school if anybody out there is, struggling with that, work-life balance. My suggestion is just all work, no life. It's doing wonders for me. as you can tell. Oh my god, I cut my hair. I don't want to take it out of this bun right now, but just know it's really cute. It looks really good. Last time I cut my hair, we all know how that went. Traumatizing. And so I let my hair grow out down to my fucking navel. But then I was like, Jasmine, I can't. My hair is so heavy, I just couldn't. So I cut it, and it's great. It's great. I stepped on my microphone. So send prayers for her. Yeah, this term has just been not fun. All the things that I'm doing are like good things. They're just not fun. Applying for internships, not fun. Trying to figure out my life, not fun. Writing a thesis and stressing about how it's my entire identity, not fun. Dealing with professors I don't get along with, not fun. But that's okay. As Kelly Clarkson says, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. But I would argue I've been killed, and so therefore I am not stronger. But you know, beggars can't be choosers. So, oh my god, I like danced basically naked in front of like 150 people the other week. That was so much fun. Not to completely concern you all, I joined this like little dance team in town. We're like this little performance dance team in town. It has been incredible. We did like a show for like the studio that we're kind of a part of, and then we did our own show the other week, and I also did stand up at that show. It was such a fun time. But yeah, my ass out. She left the house. And you know, good for her. She had been inside for so long, you know, like with COVID and quarantine and all that. She had been inside for so long, and it was good to finally see her, you know, get out and be social and, you know, honestly just get some vitamin D. Truly. Yeah, ass was out. Tits were out, not literally, but like, you know. But I had such a great time performing. Listen, I know obviously I'm a dancer. If you've seen, you know, some of my movement work that I've done, my dance work, I definitely have like a intense, there's like a hint of sexual. There's just like a little sprinkle of sexual in there, right? But like, I'm not typically twerking on the floor. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've got this intensity factor. She's my little alter ego. But joining this dance team, everything we've been doing has been on the scale of like JoJo Siwa to like burlesque dancing. We're a lot closer to the burlesque side. And not gonna lie, I was like a little worried, right? Because that's not like me. Besides like my little dancer personality that I have, I'm not a super like sexual person, you know? And so I was a little bit worried about like feeling uncomfortable, this, that. But let me tell you, mentally, I have been transformed, okay? Being around these women and being around a community of dance that is more based on feeling confident and feeling sexy and whatever you want to call it, right? But everybody there just wants to dance, and everybody is so supportive and is there to just cheer for you and yell for you, and every single person's body looks completely different, and we're all there ass out having a great time. And there was like this lady who was like literally 70 years old, backflipping off of a pole. It was a whole thing. And I've got this brand new outlook of like, I don't really carry myself as like a sexual, I don't really put myself out there in that way a lot, because I feel uncomfortable knowing that people might be thinking that about me, you know? But after doing these dance shows, I've gained a whole new perspective of like being able to move your body in that sort of way is more like, look at what the human body can do. Look at something that is so bony and so fragmented, and look at how graceful and beautiful you can make the human body look. Does this make sense? I was just like, wow. Watching these girly swirlies like pole dance, I was like, look at what the fucking human body can do, can look like, can endure. Holy shit. It's such an art, right? I think it helped too because everybody who came to see all these performances also sort of had, they knew what they were coming to see. They knew what they were going to witness. They knew this was not, a children's show. They were very supportive, like very cheering, very hyping everybody up, right? So that helped a lot. Now, dancing in that way feels very separate from like sexual sex. You know what I mean? I feel like I go out there and I'm like, look at me. I'm a badass. Look at what the human body can do. Look at the way in which my own unique human body can move. Look at what I can make it do. Stunning. It's stunning stuff. But also like going out there and like working, putting in the work, Like, yes, it's art, like it's art, but at the end of the day, it's also a sleigh, okay? Entertainment at its finest. Who the fuck is barking? It's 11 p.m. Literally, who let the dogs out? Couple things. One, I grew up in an environment socially, and especially when I started dance in high school, where dance and your body were connected to like social status. And obviously, that is horrible. The best dancers had, the best body or whatever. Just icky, sticky stuff, right? There was more comparison than there was encouragement. And then to go from that to then like college and COVID and not being around not only people, but dancers and bodies, and realizing that, everybody is so different, and that is such an amazing thing. And to finally be around that and to have bodies be celebrated instead of compared and like internally secretly judged, and like your worth being put into whether or not you have abs or not, it's this like sigh of relief of like, okay, I'm not crazy. That was really fucked up. Something I wanted to talk about was recently on social media, there's been people talking about the idea of like constantly being perceived. And some people have this idea in their head that they're constantly being perceived. And I was like, oh my God, me. Yes. Basically, I feel like somebody or something or some sort of concept is watching me at all times. I am constantly being perceived, right? I have a hard time doing things that are quote unquote embarrassing, or doing something stupid unironically, wearing something around the house that is just like not good. I like can't let myself do those things because I feel like something is always watching me, even if I'm home alone. Like sometimes I feel like when I dance, like in my room alone, there is nobody watching me. My parents aren't home. It is nighttime. My windows are closed. Literally nobody can see me. I feel like I still have to like dance good because I'm being perceived at all times. And I always knew that. I kind of thought like that. But having somebody else be like, does this happen to you? I was like, oh boy, this probably hasn't been very, very helpful. I'm wondering if I'm sure it has something to do with our generation and how we tend to put or feel the need to put everything online, whether it's a YouTube video. Maybe YouTube is different, but more like, Instagram stories, Snapchat stories. I don't know who the fuck even uses Snapchat anymore. I gave up on Snapchat a long time ago. Whether we post it or not, we know that at all times our life could become profitable. Anything I do in my day could be recorded and then determine my worth on the internet. How do you let go of that? How do you let go and be like, Jasmine, literally nobody is watching you. Do the silly thing. Do the embarrassing thing. And one could argue I do the embarrassing things already, but it's like very little things. Like if my hair is like, let's say it's like up in a clip, right? And the clip is all wonky and there's like a lot of hair just like sprouting out of the side of my head. It's like, whoa, no, we can't have that, even though I'm like completely alone in the house. Let's say I'm dancing and, I want to try to like roll on the ground in a new cool way, right? I'm so like cautious, and I don't want to just like do it because I'm like, then it won't be good and people are watching. Nobody's fucking watching me. Even like, okay, this is kind of weird, but I'm sure the people who get it will get it. A lot of times I feel weird even if I'm home alone, just walking around the house without a bra on, because I'm like, people are watching me. Nobody's watching me. Literally nobody. I think it also has to do with sometimes we feel like we're in this like life is kind of this movie. You know what I mean? And characters in movies don't know they're being recorded, right? Unless they break the fourth wall. That's not like a thing. Characters aren't like, John, we've got to go to the store. Look at the camera. Cameraman, are you going to come to the store? Unless you're Jim from The Office. Do you know what I mean? Like, people in movies don't know they're being perceived even though we're perceiving them. So it's like, in life, sometimes I feel like I'm being perceived in that way. I don't know I'm being recorded or being perceived, but there's this giant audience somewhere who's watching me on a screen, and I don't even know. I don't even know that I'm being watched, but I am being watched. Like The Truman Show, which is obviously not real and not true, and it's all in my head, and I've magical thinking spiraled my way into thinking that way. But I think I've always thought that way since I was a child, because I thought movies when I was a kid, I thought movies when you watched them on the screen, those actors were reenacting the movie somewhere live, and it was being recorded. Like, every time you watched Beauty and the Beast, the Beauty and the Beast characters were doing the play somewhere, and somebody was recording it, and it was being live broadcasted. Are you getting my vibe a little bit? So I think I've always thought that way, of like, maybe that's happening to me, which it is not. I'm sure the government knows what I'm doing. I'm sure my camera here is connected to the FBI. Hey homies, how you doing? Nope, you can't see my tits. That's really weird, and really probably very extremely really damaging to the way I think about not only myself, but how I go about my everyday. It limits me too on even just being an artist and creativity. I feel like because I'm always being perceived, my art is always being perceived, even if nobody sees it, even if I, make a video and delete it immediately, it's still out there and now connected to me. I feel like I'm not allowed to make anything bad. Things need to be good right from the get-go. Because even if nobody saw it, somebody saw it. The perception, whoever is perceiving me saw it. And there goes a tick on my talent. There goes a tick on my work ethic. There goes a tick on my abilities. Just wondering if anybody else feels that way. IDK. Actually, I'm getting a headache. I am going to take my hair out. Okay, let me show you. This is my hair. Just imagine it looks super good right now. My pillow is getting so flat. And then you fluff it up and it still is too flat. My pillow only gets fluffed up when I wash my pillowcases. It just magically, that makes my pillow fluffier. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, cutting my hair. It definitely took a while for me to decide that I was going to cut my hair. But when I did, I thought, let me do the scary part at home. So that way, if I end up hating it, I don't have to fight back tears for the rest of the hair appointment. So what I did is I sectioned off my hair the night before my hair appointment, and I cut off 4 inches. We went halfway to where I thought I was going to go. Because I was like, it will look bad, but I'm literally going to get it done in the morning. So I can sit with this new length, literally sleep on it, and then determine in the morning, do I want her to fix it? Or do I want her to chop it even more? That tactic, extremely helpful. If you are thinking about cutting your hair, take that road. Cut half of it by yourself at home, hack it off. It will look bad, but that's okay because you're literally going to get it cut in the morning. It's funny, when I hold my microphone, just the feeling of this microphone, with the rhinestones. This sounds super cheesy, so just plug your ears and scream. But it feels like I'm holding you guys. It feels like I'm holding a friend. Because I associate holding this microphone with not so happy times, but using this microphone as a coping mechanism. You know what I mean? So every time I hold this microphone, it just feels like I'm getting a big warm hug from the entire internet. And I just need you to know, I'm hugging you right back. I hope you guys are doing okay. I'm sure I'm not the only one dealing with school, you know, I'm sure a lot of you guys are my age. Maybe a lot of you are also writing your thesis, your thesis. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa. I know a lot of comedians, you know, it's like, oh my god, you gotta like post your stuff on TikTok. Blah, 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 blah. You gotta like grow your blah, 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 blah. I don't have time for that. I don't. Also, I've literally only been doing stand-up for literally 6 months. Actually, that's quite a long time. I didn't think I'd make it this long. I thought I'd make it maybe a month, and then I would just stop because I wouldn't like it. But oh, how the tables have turned. Yes, I'm having a fun time. Yes, I only say things that I think are funny, so I think my sets are funny, because if I didn't even think they were funny, then I wouldn't even say it. But I'm like, I don't have time for that. I don't really have a need to like grow and go viral for comedy right now. I'm pretty busy. Maybe later. So, yeah, sorry about that. I'm trying to think if there's been any like drama with stand-up, because you guys tend to love the drama. There is a lot of drama, but it's drama that I can't, it would be very inappropriate for me to tell you. It's not my drama to tell. Yeah, there was something big did happen, in terms of, you know, all the fun little lads, all the really fun little lads I do comedy with. Nothing we need to be concerned about. I am safe. I was not hurt. Let me make that very clear. I'll talk about it later. But drama did happen. This is so boring. Is there any drama I can tell you about? Can't think of any. I guess maybe that's a good thing. Well, I just wanted to make sure you guys were doing okay. Again, please email me anytime. Would love for you to check in. Just, I'm here. I might not be posting all the time because I'm busy getting a degree in arts and crafts, but I'm still here. I'm still standing. I love when YouTubers are like, thank you guys for being patient with me. Like, I know you've been waiting. None of y'all have been waiting. None of y'all have been like sitting at your computer like, TikTok, 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 TikTok. Where is Jasmine? Now, y'all just realize I'm here when I pop up. So just thought I'd pop up and remind you that I exist. Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed and then wake up at 6 a.m. and immediately get started on more homework. I've been working on homework non-stop for entering week 9, handling it really well. Definitely not disintegrated from the inside out. Why would you think that? Okay, love you guys. Hopefully I'll check in soon. Okay? Ooh, oh, oh. Yeah.